That doesn't feel German. But welcome back to Cold Steel 2 and a little celebratory little dance. And apparently I broke my thing. I finally reached Twitch affiliate. I got the email this morning that said, congratulations, we're inviting you to become a Twitch affiliate. Also, Rainstorm, thank you so much for the subscription. As y'all might have just seen, that's our newest little perk here. You can subscribe. Don't feel obligated to, but now you're able to use cheers, bits, subscribe. We do actually have our own emotes. And you can find them. Let me see if I can. I was messing with them earlier, and I do have them. I know that for a fact. And apparently my thing just doesn't feel like working. Why does she keep glitching? Okay, she's working now. Of course, the minute I take my eyes away, she's gonna stop working. But we do have some emotes of our own. These emotes were given to me when I went and got my VTuber. So I've been holding on to these bad boys since, well, I just got it. Oh my god, Rain, thank you so much! Thank you, Rain! Thank you so much for the subscription. Oh my god. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like I'm gonna cry because I honestly did not think this would happen. I thought that I would just always be in that subpar area that would just be close, but not enough to get there. And boy, am I happy that I finally reached it. Fix my camera so she stops freezing. There we go. I think that's what happened. Oh, but thank you! Oh, and hello, thank you for the follow, Silicone. God damn, today's an adventurer's day. We do have new goals. You can see them right down below. I think one of the goals is to get 110 followers. The other one is, I think 10 subscriptions? And 1,000 or 1,000 bits or something like that. I don't know. I don't care about those, if I'm being frankly honest. I'm just happy enough as it is that this even happened. Oh god, your boyfriend's phone? Oh no! Well, tell him I said hi and thank you. For my YouTube audience, last time we were here, we helped Tawa. We got some more students. We got our tasks done, all the usual stuff that they require us to do at the first half of an act. But now we're in the latter stages of Act 2, Part 2. And we just learned Alisa's mother is in ROER, but she's captured. So now it's our job to get to ROER to help her and Angelica, who phoned in to say, hey, I'm alive, I'm good, but I'm in trouble. So we're gonna go to ROER now and help them out, and hopefully nobody gets hurt. You never know with these games. No, it's fake. You had a traumatic brain injury and you're in a coma. Okay, here's something funny. I had a dream last night, and anyone who's a NASCAR fan, I apologize, especially if you're a Chase Elliott fan. I woke up after I had this dream, and surprisingly enough, I remembered this part. I had gotten hot pass tickets to see the drivers and cars and whatnot behind the pit wall. And for some reason or another, I walked up to Chase Elliott and said, hey, can you give me an autograph? And that's where the dream ends, and I woke up, and the first coherent thought I had was, of all the fucking drivers I go to see, it's Chase Elliott. Why? And I know people are like, well, what's wrong with him? I don't really particularly care for him. He might be a Hendrick driver, but that's beside the point. But yeah, so my dreams have been a little freaky today, at least. All right, we've turned our tasks in. Okay, Toa, hit me. What we got? And I got my thingy up. Okay, good. I have this up. It was great to hear Angie's voice again. But now I'm worried about her for an entirely different reason. Yeah, she phoned us in to say, hey, guys, guess what? I'm live, but oh shit, Daddy's here. Gotta run. Bye! It sounds like she's in real trouble back home. Just leave her to us. We'll find her and bring her safely to the Courageous. I think we're the only ones who can, to be honest. Not that I'd like to force that task on anyone else. Thank you, Rean. Even if I can't do much, if you need any backup, I'm the girl to call. Toa, I'd call on you any day of the week. You're a sweet little girl. I love you. But now it's time to go to ROER. ROER is the capital of the Norxia province and one of the Alliance's greatest strongholds. Only because one of them is a Great House member. Make absolutely sure you're ready for anything before we go. Oh. Looks like we got an ad going on, so I'm just waiting. Now, I don't know. This is going to be the problem. Because one thing I have open is showing me an ad running and the other one's not. And Alisa will become mandatory. No, we already know that. But now I just gotta wait for this thing to go. Okay, it looks like the ad's over. Welcome back, everybody! Unless you did not have an ad, then I apologize. This is brand new to me, and I'm trying to keep track of this. Oh, gosh. Don't worry. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We can begin at any time. Right. We'll gather everyone in the conference room, then. I'll explain exactly what we're going to be doing. Okay, great. Once all of Class 7 had gathered together, they were given a briefing on the operation that would take place. However, during the discussion, one point became abundantly clear. What? Flying the Courageous a bit close to the ROER would not be a good idea. Well, we need Valimar. That's an absolute. And where Rean goes, Valimar goes, so...
It sounds like you'll have no trouble getting into the Norxia province, at least.
I don't think so. The problem is getting into ROER City itself, or even close to it.
We can't exactly just take an airship through the airport like we're on some pleasure cruise.
Why not, Elliot? That sounds like a fantastic idea.
And approaching the city along any of the highways is a surefire way to get arrested.
Not that there are any good places nearby to land the Courageous in the first place.
Don't we have a cloaking device or anything for this bad boy?
And that's why we're calling you, Gwen. You wouldn't know of any other ways for us to get near, would you?
Then again, this is the technology capital. I would not be surprised if they'd be able to detect us, despite having the cloaking.
You came to the right person. I happen to know the perfect way.
You do?
You know that Spina Bay road to the west? There's this little stream that runs along it. I used to fish in it all the time back in my younger days, I'll have you know.
Oh god, not again, not the fishing!
As it so happens, you could trace its source all the way back to the mountains of Ymir.
Huh.
Hold on. So you're saying we should sail down from Ymir to ROER?
Exactly.
Won't that be a lengthy trip, though?
It won't be the smoothest ride you've ever taken, what with the rapids and all, so you'll need to be careful. But I'd still say that taking that is your best bet for sneaking as close to the city as you can.
It sounds promising, at the very least.
I like it. It's just like being in a spy novel.
And you would know a thing or two about spies, wouldn't you?
Eustace, let's not take shots, please.
Should we make our way to Ymir then?
Let's decide who's actually going first. We can only get so many people on a boat. Thank you so much for your help, Grandfather.
Oh, think nothing of it. What kind of man would I be if I didn't help my adorable granddaughter in her
A perverted one?
And I never want to pass up a chance to put my less than adorable daughter in my debt.
Pot shots his own family. Fantastic.
Sounds like my #1 protege is in a bind too. I can't very well have anything happen to our wanton womanizer.
Well, then again, to be fair, his history with the family is kind of justified.
We'll help Angelica however we can. Take care, all right?
We'd go with you if we could. Unfortunately, someone's got to stay and look after the courageous. And then there's the whole boat issue on top of that.
Please, do what you can for Angie.
Of course I'll do whatever I can for Angie, even if she does drive me a little loony.
For me, for George, and for Crow.
We will.
So, we're going to Ymir and essentially sailboating the way down. That's how this is gonna go. Okay. That's a little crazy. Alright. Who do we want? How about Emma? We're gonna go the basics here. Can't go wrong with these guys. And I want Sarah just because I want Sarah. Unfortunately, no choice I make would make a difference since almost everyone is powerful, but these are the ones that are actually the strongest on my team. That's gonna be a hell of a bumpy boat trip down the stream, don't they think? Especially if they said if the currents are rough. Which, if they're anything like what was near, not Trista. Yeah, it was near Trista. Then yeah, that's a bumpy boat ride. Well, so far so good. We've made it this far without being spotted. Looks like the provincial army doesn't have much of a presence on this side of the city. Well, it's not like they really have to worry about an attack from this direction. We should still exercise caution, though. Yeah, be on your guard. Now we just need a strategy for infiltrating the city itself. Yeah, Alisa, you kind of stand out, and I'm pretty sure they know who you are in a heartbeat. Let's make our way towards ROER for now. We should end up on the highway if we follow this path. Alright. Well, we better think of something for Alisa because she stands out.
This spot looks perfect for
We
fishing.
are not fishing, Rean. Why does he insist upon having to fish every time we go somewhere?
I welcome all challengers.
My turn.
Do I? Do not. Okay. Did I? I did, okay. I was just thinking, wait a minute. Did I buy battle scopes last time? I hope I did, otherwise this is gonna suck. Oops, a little too far up. Scope. Oh wait, no, I don't need to. Alisa, I know you
Leave
could
this
use
to me.
just a CP battery, but
Here I go. No!
not the best, but not the
I'm
worst
so
either.
sorry. Nice shooting, Alisa. Together we're unbeatable.
bum bum. Maybe I should leave that turbo on, because I mean, God knows. Wait, which way do they bump? Wait, if I go up this way, I think this is like the
Now's our chance. My turn.
there's like a little clearing there, I think, if memory serves. And I'm basing this off the last time we were in ROER, which was in Full Scale 1.
Right.
Towards the end of the game, no less.
Now! I'll back you up, of course! Now! Gotcha!
I don't know about anyone else, but I enjoy ROER
You
because
still have a lot of training.
it's really where everything started to go to hell. Emma, ooh, I picked the right people. Thank God.
Right.
My God, what are these dancing tomatoes? You know when they said food attack, I didn't think they were actually, you know, serious. Can you imagine being somebody living in this area who cooks and whatnot, and you just see yourself surrounded by tomatoes? How are you able to look at another tomato the same ever again? Because I know I wouldn't. Oh yeah, she turns into an angel here for some reason or another.
That takes care of them.
Overcame the trial. Yee. Yee. I never did understand if there was, like, if it was just for the benefit of some skills that they can get or what, but I never was understanding of the fact of how they can have linked.
That one's gonna be a pain.
Yeah, linked.
Careful.
They could be linked and get stuff.
Watch
I know
out.
I'm making no
Let's
sense.
move.
I apologize. The first half of this is going to be just me going around hitting monsters and
I
battle
can do
scoping them all to death.
Now's our chance. I'll back you up. Here I go. Hold up. Here's our chance. Gotcha.
Leave this to me.
You need to gather some because I want to have the fight ahead kind of quick,
Right.
or at least the boss battles that matter.
Back you up.
Unforgivable.
Of course.
Oh, hello. She can't do no. Oh, she's silenced, or whatever it is. Okay, fine. I'll just do this.
Let's move. Now's our chance.
An opening.
Why am I doing this when I could have just had Bean do his Gale?
Now.
That was stupid.
Let's keep going.
I'm doing real good. I keep forgetting over the fact that, you know, I could just as easily get them all. This way leads back to, oh, yeah, I guess we're not going back to Ymir. I could just as easily friggin' Gale them and get done with the fight faster. I think I know what's happening. My mind is
There's a
still
treasure
stuck in
chest.
Tales of Reverie. And prioritizing when to use as crafts and what crafts to use were a little bit more important. I don't think I have to worry about you. Right. Oh, there's this. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that fishing. Do I have a salmon? I have a salmon, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm also following a guide for those of you who are new here. I'm following it on how to 100% this because there's so many things I need to keep track of. And my dumbass, when I did this, did not carry over my enemy's battle data. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I wasn't thinking at all, so now I have to start completely from scratch.
That's
I've got everyone else.
This one looks dangerous.
Let's move.
Be
Or-
careful.
Almost everything else.
I can do this.
I keep expecting him to have that last attack, and he doesn't ever do it. And that's when I realize, oh, yeah, huh. Doesn't get that till like maybe Cold Steel 3. Maybe 4?
Now launch hand! I'll back you up! Here I go! Now! Gotcha! I'm so sorry!
Why are you apologizing to the enemy?
My turn.
Right.
Again.
Now launch hand! Time to finish this! Alright!
It's special, but I kind of need to use. I gotta get into the habit of
That's the
using
last
these.
of them. Good work, everyone.
I think there's a trophy associated with them. And I don't think I have it because I don't often use it. Yeah, so what's our plan getting past the guards here? Welcome back, Rain! The game is a little loud. Wait a minute, give me a second. Come on, that's not working. Is it? Yep, okay, I see the problem. Lower it a bit. Thank you for telling me that. I just want to make sure it's not too quiet, but not overpowering either. But there we go. That should be good enough. Oh, great. I've lost my thing. There it is. Wait, I just realized something. Did I move this thing without even realizing? I did. Oops. Okay, fixed. Now I need to lock this because I need to stop fucking with this. Oh wait, no, now it's too. Oh my god. What happened? It was. You know what? It's real quick. Make it even and I'll fix it next time. Can't believe I messed that up. Oh well, not the first time. Still a bit quiet? There we go. Ooh. I'm looking at the volumes. Yeah, there we go. That should be a good point. Okay, that should hopefully fix it. Who are you kids? Your worst nightmare imaginable. Well, see? We're travelers. You're telling me these two dimwits don't recognize Alisa for who she is? We walked here from Ymir to visit. You came that far on foot? You guys do know there's a war going on, right? I wouldn't recommend just wandering on highways and byways. Huh. You know, you look kind of familiar. No we don't. I do? See, this is what you guys forgot to account for. Her mother is famous. They know what her mother looks like. You're telling me that by extension they can't recognize her. You guys did not think this through. Yeah. Feels like I've seen you somewhere before. Can't put my finger on where, though. You don't need to worry about that. Actually, now that I get a better look, you're not the only one I feel like I've seen before. Uh-oh. Danger, danger. Abort, abort. Fucking thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Sarah. You're a great friend. Well, this sucks. What should we do? I suppose I'll just have to lean on the same trick. Again. Oh, no. The less frequently we have to use it, the better. But it sure beats getting caught here. Yeah, you guys didn't think that through. I'm glad. So glad. Oop, and I just realized there's an ad playing. So we gotta wait for a minute. Oh, and for YouTube who is here and you're not listening to the ads. Hi, welcome! We are currently waiting because stream is currently in an ad, and I promised earlier that we will not continue the stream unless everyone is present for. This is gonna get some time to get used to. I got to make notes to do some stuff later because I need to make sure that everyone, you know, is able to watch. Wait, come on, get over here. I do know that they said there was like an app that checks ads. I also got to check out OBS. Because right now, I know that there's an ad going on because I have 2 tablets open on stream to kind of check out how this occurs. And one is apparently done with it, and now the other one is still in. Huh. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Why can't this thing just go back to where I want it to, please? Connecting. Uh-oh. I left the stream for a second and it screws it up. Oh, fair enough. I can help you with ads and pre-rolls and stuff. Not right now, but when my... Oh, cool. Thank you. I have OBS, and OBS is telling me that I could run ads, but the option for some reason is dimmed. So I gotta do more research into that afterwards. Ah, welcome back, everyone. It looks like my ads are done. Sure you're not just imagining things? Kids these days all look the same. You can hardly tell one of them from the next. Okay, no, that's not how that works, dude. You're racking your brain over it now, but later you'll realize they just look like some faces you saw in a bar. What would a couple of kids be doing in a bar? First and foremost. I could definitely help you out with stuff after work or something tomorrow. I'll probably check in with you because I'm not sure what will happen tomorrow because I don't know what's happening with my other job. One minute I think I know what's happening, the next I don't. But yeah, I'll definitely check in with you. Oh, I cannot believe it's happening. You think? Are one of you a spy? I think one of you is a spy. Besides, we're here on watch for signs of the Imperial Army, not teen tour groups. How much trouble can they really cause? Sir, you have no goddamn clue. I'm known for causing quite a few troubles. I doubt most of this lot would even make the cut for the Imperial... I beg your pardon? I could do so much more than that! You prick! Yeah, you know, you guys, this is exactly why I hate nobles, because of fucks like you. Oh yeah, I guess you're not too important. Blech. Alright then, you guys are clear to head on through. You can go about your business, but I'd better not catch wind of you causing any trouble, you hear? No promises! Yes, sir. You won't find us causing trouble, sir. Liar. If you'll excuse us. Liar, liar, pants on fire! Rean, that's exactly what we're coming here to do. To cause trouble! As weird as this place is, at the same time, I'm not crazy about how they look. It's so dark and gloomy. I know this is supposed to be like the industrial station area, but still. There's some colored paint on a building or two, please. Haven't seen this place in a while. But how did we get in so easily? Well, either one is a spy, or they're just idiots. It's not the first time. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. One of them clearly suspected us of something, so it strikes me as fishy that he didn't even check his wanted list. So one of them is clearly a spy. Okay, noted. Imagine the other soldiers' intervention saved us all. I'm glad I didn't have to use witchcraft again, at least. I don't think it was a trap, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's gonna bug me, but at least we're in. Time to gather some information. I can tell you right now is probably Angelica's doing. I don't remember this little bit. It's funny I say that every stream. There are little pieces here and there. I'm like, oh yeah, this happens. And then others I'm like, I have no damn clue. That's right. We need to find where Mother and Angelica are. Well, I remember where your mother is, and the only reason why I remember that is because the scene that happens is just crazy. Okay, talk to Hugo. Hugo is in the RF store, and I think that's up here. No? Or am I wrong? Does that say jackass? It does. Oh my god. What a name for a building. Jackass's repair shop. You forgive me, friends. I have to go somewhere real quick. I need to go get my Jackass, my stuff from Jackass. Hugo! You are a Hugo, right? Oh. Never expected that I'd bump into you, all of you around here. Good God. Hugo! Good to see you again. Rosine and Becky told us that you disappeared. So they're both doing well then. Good. In fact, why don't you give me the rundown on what you've been up to all this time? You've got me curious now. Why does he have like a servant next to him if he's wearing commoner suits? Is he from a rich family or something? It's so sad that I can't remember who some of these characters are. So Becky's on the Courageous now, is she? Of course she is. I can hardly think of a more Becky move. I don't know if that's an insult or not. But you're here on business? His company is one of the RF store's biggest clients, so that doesn't really surprise me. Ah, okay, that makes much more sense. That's right. It was backbreakingly difficult, but once I helped Becky escape, I made it back home to Heimdallr. For all of its issues, it's still probably the safest place in the country. Always calmest in the eye of the storm, you know. Relatives of known reformists and Class VII members are a notable exception, but I can see it being a safe place for most. Heading over there on your own is pretty bold, though. You're tougher than you look. He's in a military academy school. The word escaped me. If he couldn't make it this far, then he has no right being in the military academy. Ordinary citizens can't even approach the palace by foot or by vehicle. And, no one knows where the imperial family is. Oh, well, that's problematic. Or what's going on with the Alliance, for that matter. Nobody's got any idea what they intend to do next. Figures. Then you haven't heard anything about where Angelica or my mother could be? Afraid not. I've taken a few business trips to ROER since the war started, but I haven't heard a peep about them. It's not like I can stroll into Reinford's corporate HQ and start asking questions either. Sorry I can't be of more help. Don't be. You've given us plenty of useful information as it is. But just be careful if you keep up all this city hopping, okay? Right back at you. And give my regards to Becky, if you wouldn't mind. Oh, I'll be sure to let her know that you're city hopping, was it? Okay. Where do I go next? Talk to Lynn in the Daily Goods. In here.